الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى أهله وأصحابه ومن اهتدى بهديه واستمسك بسنته إلى يوم الدين سبحانك ربنا لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا ورفعنا بما علمتنا وارزقنا علما الحمد لله على كل حال والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Glories and adoration are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask of his peace and tranquility to be upon our noble Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his household, his companions, and those who follow their footsteps the day of Qiyamah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make our faith prefer in the deen of Islam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us our shortcomings. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect our faith. The dead, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have mercy upon them, those that have died long ago and those that have died now, those that are still laying on their bed, they have not been buried. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to count all of them among those who is going to grant Jannah in the day of Qiyamah. Our parents, those of us that have lost our parents, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to have mercy upon them, count them among those who is going to favor with Jannah in the day of Qiyamah. Those of us who have one of them or both of them with us, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue to protect them, enrich them in faith, enrich them in health. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let them end with us this world successfully. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let us end with them successfully. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to continue to protect us wherever we go. The forthcoming election, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to choose for us among the best leaders, those whom we think they are going to do the best. If they are, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let them be. If they are not, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change them for better for us. Now, last time on our discussion, on our weekly discussion in this book, Uthul al-Thalatha of Sheikh al-Islam Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab, last time we stopped where a stranger was asking Prophet, Messenger of Allah, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, about some things, about some rules in Islam, and we stopped where he said, "Qala sadaqta." He said, "Fa'ajibna lahu yas'aluhu wa yusaddiquhu." We were surprised about him when he asked questions and he also affirmed the answer. He asked questions, and when the answers are given, he said correct. He also confirmed the correct answer. Now, Malam said, the last said, "Akhbirini anil iman." The man now asked for that question and said, "Akhbirini anil iman." Tell me about faith. What is faith? Tell me about faith. Faqala, Prophet, the Messenger of Allah, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, now said, "And tu'minu billah." That you should what? You should believe in Allah. We have said what is it about believing in Allah before. We shouldn't go into details again. That we should what? You should believe in Allah. You believe in all the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You believe all what we have said concerning the al-iman billah. Iman billahi completely without any form of what? Doubt or whatever. That is what al-iman billah. The wal malaika, and also believe in angels. Have the way you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so you are going to believe in angel, wa kutubihi, and you believe in the books of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wa rusulihi, and you believe in the messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wal yawmil akhir, and you believe in the last day, wa tu'minu bil qadr, and what you believe in what? In destiny, khairihi wa sharrihi, the good part of it, and also what? The bad part of it. Al-iman bil qadr, khairihi wa sharrihi, they are talking about is you believe in good part of qadar, faith. You have faith on what? On the destiny. Today you buy car, tomorrow your wife put to bed, next tomorrow you are promoted, this you are that, you got all. This one is what? Is from Allah. You believe it's from Allah. The same thing, if you wake up in the morning and they said your car is stolen, your house is burnt, your house is burning, you don't accuse any other person that no, it's because of that person that said I'm going to see. That is what it means. That is what they call iman bil qadar khairihi wa sharrihi. You don't give all beautiful things to yourself. You don't believe that now because I am smart. When you got job, it's because I'm smart. Your wife give birth to baby boy, say because you are a man. Or your wife give birth to baby boy, say congratulations, say yes, now man I be. It's because you are man. That's why you give birth to a baby boy. It's not like that. You should believe that it's why it's Allah SWT that give baby boy and also give baby girl. If you got job, they give you opportunity to have job they ask you, they say, madam, congratulations. They say, wallah, I say, now I read. It's because you are smart. It's because you read book that you have job. It's not so. You should believe that what is Allah SWT that gives. There are people that are smarter than you and they don't have job. There are people that are smarter than you. Wallah, there are people that if they fold your knowledge, they put it inside their own, they will not see your own. But they don't have job. They don't have job. There are people who are stronger. If they use their one of their hand like this to lift you, they will lift you. But you see them, they don't have job. Everything you think you have, there are people that are better than you, but they are not getting what you are getting. So you should believe that what is Allah SWT that provide for you. So otherwise, if you after you have studied according to what you have said, after you have done everything and you don't have job, you come and sit there and say, now my grandmama dey village, she said I no go get work. So you should know that it is not so. There are people whom they are not better than you, but they get the job. Not witchcraft can stop whatever that belongs to you. Or nothing, nobody, no kambombaka or what that will harm you except what Allah said, lam yusibana illa ma kullam yusibana illa ma kataba Allahu lana. So I don't know if you understand. So that is how we are expected to believe in destiny. We are supposed to believe in destiny, khairihi wa sharrihi, the good part of it and the also wrong part of it. Qala sadaqta. The verse is also say again, he said you have spoken the truth. Is also confirm the answer again by saying sadaqta, you have spoken the truth. Qala, he now said akhbirni anil ihsan. Then tell me about what? About goodness. Tell me about goodness. Tell me about what? About righteousness. Qala, Prophet said, anta abudallaha ka'annaka tara. It's for you to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if you are seeing Allah. Ta'budallaha ka'annaka tara means you should worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with all sincerity, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is seeing you. Even though you know Allah is seeing you. You now you should worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as if you are seeing Allah, as if you are not doubting the existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because by the time you start praying and you start doing chua in your prayer, you know you are assuming that maybe if you can play smart one in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what you are assuming. If you pray Salat to Subhi, instead of to play Zuhr, you not pray. Pray Asr, you not pray. Maghrib, you not pray. You pray Isha. Maybe because you come home, your children, your wife are seeing you, or your friends are already around, they have returned back from office, then you pray. You are trying to play smart one in us. But if you in your mind, you are assuming as if you are seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are very skeptical, you are very, very careful on things you do, because you know you are assuming that what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is seeing you. That's how a steadfast person is a Muslim is supposed to be. Whatever you are doing, whatever you are doing, when you see when the person that you are doing that thing for is seeing you, you're very careful. You're very careful. So you have to be very careful the way you worship. You worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala carefully as if you are seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because why? وَإِلَّمْ تَكُنْ تَرَاهُ. Because if you are not seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ. Very Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is seeing you. If you are not seeing Allah, because you cannot see Allah, right? But Allah can see you, and Allah is seeing you. So since Allah is seeing you, you should be careful what you do. If you go to shops where there is CCTV, you can't steal. I mean, you cannot steal when you go to the place where there are CCTVs, because you know as you put your hand into the counter to carry something, as you put it, as you are telling you, you will remember that CCTV they up there. To talk more of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that even knows everything, even the one in your stomach, he knows. Even the one in your mind, Allah knows. So which one do you supposed to be careful of now? It's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you have to be very careful on Allah subhanahu. You have to be very, very careful, because if you are not seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is seeing you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is seeing you. So you have to what? You have to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala like you are seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This one is a stage that's the peak of stage of faith. The peak of it. So at least you should always assume that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is seeing you in your prayer, even though at times you forget. Not everybody, just few. This is a special class where it's just few can attain it. It's just few that can attain it. But as a Muslim, you struggle to get here. You struggle to get here. So if you cannot get here, at least stop and what in the category of Iman. Don't fall back. Don't fall back. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide us aright. Even though faith, it fluctuates. At times you go up, sometimes you come down. At times you go up, sometimes you come down. That is a key of Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Our faith what changes, it goes and it comes. But don't be very, very careful. The moment you start doing things you are not doing before, you should know something is getting wrong already. Then you what? You return back to what? To your feet. So that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have mercy upon us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala come to the muhsinun. Now, Madam now said, Prophet now said, the hadith now said, Qala, he now said, Akhbirni anil, he now said, Akhbirni anis sa'a. Then tell me about end time. Akhbirni anis sa'a. Tell me about end time. What is end time? When will this world end? When will this world end? Qala, he now said, Mal mas'ulu anha bi'a'lamin min as-sa'il. So, he who asks question, he who is asked, does not know better than who is asking. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is telling this person that me that you are asking this question, I do not know better than you that you are asking. That means me and you, we are equal in terms of the knowledge of what? Of Sa'ah. The only person who has the knowledge of end time is Allah. Is Allah. That's why in Surah Luqman, 5 knowledge are completely restricted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says, Inna Allah indahu ilmu sa'a. That is the first thing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala attributed to himself. Inna Allah indahu ilmu sa'a. Verily, inside of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the knowledge of what? Of end time. So knowledge of end time, nobody can know it. Nobody knows when, whether it's today, whether it's next year, whether it's next 1,000 years, whether it's next 1 million years, nobody knows. Nobody knows. That this is when the end will end, the world will end. If you are very, as far back as 1999, 98, 99, those of us who are a little bit wise, there was a write-up that the world will end year 2000. That's millennium, Abi? The second millennium, that the world will end then. Some people sold their properties. Some people sold their property. It was, there are some people that believe in prophecy. So much believe in prophecy that if their pastor or their malam speaks, they don't, as far as they are concerned, it's true. As far as they are concerned, whatever comes out from their malam or their pastor or the person they believe in, there's no doubt. So when one pastor make the pronouncement that the world will end at is it the first night, the day, the crossover night, the world will end. Some people sold their property. Which property? So some people destroy some things because of some reasons like that. The day break, the world will end. The day that we have 22 years. 22 years after that announcement, and the world has not ended. Now, in the next few days now, we enter the 23 years, the world has not ended. The world has not ended. Nobody can say this is when the world will end. And that's why Rasulullah actually pulled himself out of the knowledge. And he pulled the person that asked him the question out of the knowledge. That me and you, we are what? We are equal in terms of the knowledge of what? Of end time. Now, the person now said, I now said, the akhbirni an amaratiha. Then now, tell me what the signs of that end time. What are the signs of end time? Since we do not know when it's going to end, but when it's ending, we will know. There are supposed to be signs of what? Of the things that what? That end what? That shows that what? The world is coming to an end. That the world is coming to an end. Called Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Messenger of Allah made peace and blessing be upon him. He said, "Antelida amanata rabbataha." Then slave women. And one of the signs of end time is what? The slave women will give birth to their lords. The female slaves will give birth to their lord. There are a lot of discussion on this statement. That what is the meaning of what a slave woman will give birth to her lord. A slave, female slave will give birth to her lord. There are a lot of discussion about it. One is, at the end, slaves will give birth to men, to what? To free people. Now, you understand that a slave will get somebody who is a freed person will cohabit with a slave person and will give birth to what? The slave will give birth. Then if that slave give birth, the child automatically is what now? Is a lord. And the mother is what? Is a slave. What some scholars says, no. At the end time, children will become the fathers of their mothers. Just the way we are seeing now. Now, luckily you see 10 houses where the children of that house are not not fathers to their parents. When a child will be inside, the father will fetch water. They say, your father fetch water. I say, I'm teaching now. He's capable to fetch water, but he will not. He will allow his father to fetch the water. He will allow his parent to fetch water. To the extent that you see a father now will now take a child, a son or a daughter to vigilante for correction. She can no longer correct him. He has automatically become what? Her Lord. The Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to grant us ease. And so on and so forth. You see, there are a lot of things now that you discover that if you begin to imagine, is this one children? Is this one children? Or now that you see a grown-up man, healthy, energetic, he has a daughter that's around 15, 16. A boy will come to their house the father will be seeing him, the mother will be seeing him, will come with machine and pick the daughter and go out. The father will not ask her, where are you going to? Mr. Man, where are you carrying my daughter to? No question. They will go out. They will bring her back. The father will be sitting down. The father cannot ask, where did you take my daughter to? My daughter, where do you follow this man to? No question. Why? Because the child has become what? Has become, she or she is now a lord on his own. Or they will do and co. A man and woman, unmarried ones, so they will do and co. You come house and go out. Nothing. No question. No complaint. Or you see a child that is supposed to be in SS1, SS2, SS3. You see him with phone worth 700,000. The father cannot ask him, my brother, what are you doing that you possess phone of 700,000? You can't ask. 700,000. Now good morning. A child that is in GSS3, There is expected to be giving 100 naira, 50 naira to school. Is now holding phone worth of hundreds of naira, of thousands. The father cannot complain. The mother cannot ask. Because what? He has become a lord. If you think that what is going on is wrong, you go and tell the father, you say, if you don't leave my pikin, if you go and tell, sir, this child is holding this phone of 700 something thousand, don't you think something is wrong? You say, okay, enemy of progress. If you do not leave my son, there's one man up there. His child come with this new machine. They are selling 400 something thousand. He brought it. The father collected the key. He started riding it. Somebody now say, Oga, where you this machine cost to? He said, no, my picking banana. That child is supposed to be in secondary school. He bought machine worth 500 and something thousand. The guy now said, I be your picking they do you. I will say, yes, they do. He said, when I am suffering, nobody asks me question. When I am suffering, nobody asks me. Now my son buy machine. He asks me question. Enemy of progress. Allah Isa. He doesn't know, because he cannot longer question the what? The child. May Allah SWT continue to guide us and aright. Now, my father said, wa antara khufata urata alata riya ashiya'i yatadawaluna fil bunyan. And you see a naked, barefooted, naked people, and those who rear animal rearers, like shepherds. He said, yatatawalluna fil bunyan, and they become the essence that they are building big houses. They build big houses. The houses they are building is what? They are building big houses. And you know, this description is a description of poor. Somebody who does not have shoe, is walking barefooted, is walking naked. That means he doesn't have clothes or shoes to wear. And he reared animal. You know, animal rearing is part of, if not now, animal rearing is part of what? It's part of works that are what? That you think the influential people don't do. Abi? Influential people don't do animal rearing, isn't it? But now they are building big houses. Those people that are described now, they are building long houses. Long houses, upstairs. And you know, upstairs, building houses is one of the what? The attitude of that Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala has actually condemned. It's one of the attributes of the Adawas. What Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala said, "Atabanuna bi kulli ri'in ayatan ta'bathun." He said, "Wa tattakhiduna masaniya la'allakum taghlibun." He said, "Atabanuna bi kulli ri'in ayatan ta'bathun." You have turned all the places, every place as place of play. They have turned it to place of play, field, everything field. If you see now, like the world now. One of the signs of the end time, you see the world now. You see different play stations. If you walk out of this place now, you see play stations. It's either you see where they are dancing, where they are drinking, football field, view center, and so on and so forth. The place has become what? Has become the things of play. That's how it was then. Is now what? Then you are now holding long houses, long fences. You are holding long fences as if you are going to live forever. As if you are going to live forever. The shocking part of it is somebody will just decide to do anything. Now, you decide to do anything for his children. You want to build big house so that if he dies, the children will not live in poverty. He said, I am keeping it for my children. You will not do zakah, you will not do sadaqah. You will not do zakah, you will not do sadaqah. You will just be keeping money because he wants his children to inherit. He will join 10 people's salary and put it in his own account. because he want to keep property for his children to inherit. This kind of children, what are they born now? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us right. One man, I just overheard somebody was saying, one scholar like that. He was called to go and share property of children. The one the father left. When he went there, he now asked question that, does your father have debt, unsettled debt? Someone now said yes. He said okay, they should settle the debt before they call him back to come and share, because they don't share property until debt is settled. He went. After 1 week, no call. 2 weeks, no call. 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. He has to come. He now come and say, what is the problem? I said, up to now, they have still not sort it out. He now came. He now said, okay, if you have sorted it, but it is taking time. He came back. He now said, what is the problem? They said the smallest among the child. Now said, Kai, madam, if you want to share, that the debt is owned by our father. It's not our wealth. We are not the debtors. Our father is the one that holds the debt. The case is between our father, between our father and somebody who is owing. That this property is for us. Share it, so that everybody can go and enjoy himself. You are keeping us for a long time. The man said, He said yes, now Baba. He said yes, madam. Nobody the whole debt. We are not the debtors. So let the man that is owed to go and settle with the person who is owing him. This one is our property. Share it. Automatically what he's telling you now is what? He's not concerned about his father's well-being. If his father lie, maybe go to hell. As far as concerned, he has inherited. That's what we are saying now. Now, if you now go and put yourself in danger and you die because you want your children to come and live well, you will go to hell. Your children will be enjoying. They will be going to clubs and parties. It does not deserve it. Nobody says you should not. Prophet System said, he said to leave your children with property is better than to leave them with what? Asking people from this, going from here to here. But you should at least put your children in a way that they will know that haram is haram. But you know that most of us, most parents, they teach their children how to steal. Yes, now. Somebody will be in Crowder. A child of 16, 17 years will be in Crowder. SS3, the father will come and remove him and carry him to Mosul to write exam. He said they don't pass in Crowder until you go to Mosul, where they are going to write the exam on board. Now, what is telling this child now? That you cannot succeed until you cheat. That is it. You cannot succeed until you cheat. Now you have told this, you have trained this child to cheat. Tomorrow he says you should not steal money from someone's account. How? Or a mother that will tell the child that come, your father don't collect salary. Go tell him, say this. The child will go and tell the father lie. The father will give him money. Now tomorrow, if he sees your account, he sees your PIN, he will steal it because the mother has already taught him how to steal from his father's pocket. It's happening. Most of the things you see that is happening, some parents cause it. When a father will sit down, he does not go to school. The father does not ask his child to go to school. Every day you come, you said, see your mate for road. Then the whole you go sit there with better and said, see what you the whole. Tomorrow you go see my agreement for credit. No go find money. When a child is growing up, you are telling him that he should go and look for money for himself. The time you are supposed to be feeding him, what do you expect him to do? You don't send him to school. You don't tell him to go and learn trade. You say you should go and get money. You should go and buy phone that others are using. What are you telling the child now? Go and get it. Anyhow, you are going to get it. Now, so you see, what the Samson now said, the person said, they will be what? They will building long houses. They will building big houses. Yeah. Paula, he now said, for mother the person now disappeared. فَلَبِثَ مَلِيًّا, who now sat down for some time. فَقَالَ, Prophet now said, Ya Umar, O you Umar, atadri man is-sa'il, you know this questionnaire, this questioner they call it, you know this questioner, you know who this person who is asking this question? Kulna, who now said, Wallahu wa rasuluhu a'lam, Allah and his messenger knows the best. This statement is said when the messenger of Allah, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, was alive. That's why he said, Allahu wa rasuluhu a'lam. Because Prophet ﷺ that was asked question, that was discussing with the person, probably knows the person. Or Allah must have revealed the identity of the person to Rasulullah ﷺ. But they don't know. That's why I said, Allahu wa rasuluhu a'lam. Now, the messenger of Allah, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, is dead. When somebody asks you a question you don't know, what do you say? You say, Allahu a'lam. Because Allahu wa rasuluhu a'lam is because the messenger of Allah, may the peace and blessing of Allah, was alive. Now, in this world now, what is happening here now, except the one that Allah SWT decide to reveal to him, he doesn't know. So you cannot just bring the knowledge of now. You cannot attribute to the who? The messenger of Allah, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon him. You can only say, Allahu a'lam. Allah knows the best. So he now said, Allahu wa rasuluhu a'lam. Allah and his messenger knows the best. Because why? The messenger of Allah, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon him, was with them then. Qala, Prophet now said, Hada Jibril. He said, that is Jibril. Ataakum yu'allimukum amr dinukum. He came to tell you the affairs of your what? Of your religion. Because the first faith is what? This 5. This is what we call faith. Believing in these 6 things makes you a complete Muslim. Believing in these 6 attributes makes you a complete Muslim. The moment you disbelieve in one, or you have faulty belief in this knowledge, then you know that what? Your knowledge is what? Your faith is what? Is la hawla wa la quwwata. Because if you do not believe in attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the 4 attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know your matase hankali. You do not believe in books, or you believe that one book is not the book of Allah, or you believe that one messenger is not the messenger of Allah, or you believe one angel has done hypocrisy. Because there are some people who have the akida of Malaka Jibril actually turned messengership. He turned messengership. He's supposed to give the mantle of messengership to Ali, and he gave it to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You know, say hankali. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide us. By the time you begin to joke with the attribute of faith, you know that you are in for it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide us right. Inshallah, I think that is where the hadith that Malam has used as an evidence to all the 3 category of faith, and also the attribute of faith, and the classes of iman, and their attributes. Because he told us about Islam, the attribute of Islam. They told us about Iman, the attribute of Iman. He told about Ihsan, the attribute of Ihsan. Those are the 5 category of faith. And Malam has actually told us, he has justified that with ayahs, and also an hadith of the Messenger of Allah, may the peace and blessing of Allah be upon him. Inshallah al-Karim, I think that is where we will be stopping today, inshallah al-Karim. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spare us to next week or any other time, we will continue from where we have stopped. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide us aright. If there's any question, correction, observation, inshallah, you're welcome. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.